Yeah, hi there. These comments are for AH, and let's take a look at your situation. And by the way, you're talking to exactly the right person. You want to hear something? I've graded over 5,500 independent and integrated speaking practice tests at my website, and I'm very familiar with your and other students' situations here. So, you say, I was wondering how to improve my speaking. I've taken the TOEFL twice this year. I wouldn't say have taken there. You want to be careful, especially when you're speaking. You want to use the simple past here, not the present perfect, to explain the idea. So instead of saying, I have taken the TOEFL, say, I took the TOEFL twice this year. You say, I would say here not in the first test, but on the first test, April 10th, I got 23. Then on May 23rd, I got 22. I'm really disappointed with these scores because I need at least 26 on the speaking with an average score of 89. On the first attempt, I got 90. Please, I need you to help me with this. The TOEFL has turned into a nightmare. I don't know what to do. All right. Now, first of all, we need to understand why you're getting the score that you're getting, first of all. And then second of all, what can you do to improve in those areas? So you've probably read the score report yourself, so you have some understanding. But basically, if you're scoring in the 22 to 23 range, in terms of your delivery, remember the TOEFL will grade you in 3 areas: delivery, language use, and also topic development. So your delivery right now, you're having some difficulties, minor difficulties, with pronunciation, intonation, and pacing. But the IBT human rater can understand you, but these problems are a little bit distracting. So you have to improve your pronunciation if you want to get better. Now, it's also possible that you're having some problems with language use. That means possible problems with grammar and vocabulary. Did you notice that when you're writing to me, you use the present perfect to talk about actions that had been completed in the past? For example, you talked about 2 different TOEFL exams that you had taken, but you're using present perfect to do that. That's exactly the kind of problem with a language use area that's going to cause you to score below 26. You have to have good control of both your vocabulary and your grammar. So if you're scoring around 22 to 23 points, you sometimes have imprecise or incorrect use of vocabulary and grammar. Or you're limited in the range of grammar and vocabulary that you're using. Whatever the case, most likely you need to improve your vocabulary and your grammar usage if you want to score higher. You got to do it. It's the bottom line. Now, topic development refers to the organization and development, I think, of your speaking responses. So if you're scoring around 22 to 23, the development of your response is limited in that you need to more fully explain your ideas with specific supporting detail. That can be a problem, and that also goes back to imprecise use of vocabulary. So you need to be very specific in the examples you're using, even personalize them, so that they support the generalizations you're using in your speaking responses. Now, another problem you might be having with your topic development is the relationship of your ideas may not always be immediately clear, which means you have to improve the organization of your ideas. You see what I'm saying? So now let's go back to your message. So the question here is, now you know why you're getting the score you're getting. Now, the second thing is, how do you get better? So I'm going to recommend right now, and remember that I can't guarantee anything really. It's really difficult to get 26, right? Probably, I'm guessing, but it'll probably take you about 90 days, anywhere from 1 to 3 months of very good practice before you're going to improve your score. Remember what I'm talking about. You need practice with pronunciation. Most likely you need practice with vocabulary and grammar. and you also need practice with your speaking in terms of how you're organizing and developing those ideas. Now, what I will do here is I'm also going to recommend my 30-day TOEFL study guide for you, at least to get started, and you can use my course for 30 days. And what you want to do now is to start posting speaking practice tests for me to listen to. And what I will do is, at no extra charge, my course will only cost you about $38 a month, and I will listen to your speaking practice tests. I'll comment on them, and what I will do is I will point out any problems you're having with delivery, language use, and topic development. All right? A-H, that's pretty much my answer to you. Hang in there, buddy. It's very tough. I know where you're coming from, but promise me, I have helped hundreds of students reach 26. I've taught thousands of students over the last 3 years, but not all students need to get 26. But the ones who need to get 26, I have helped them reach their goal. Not all of them, but I've helped many of them reach their goals. What you have to remember is, you have to have the mindset right now that no matter what happens, you will not give up until you reach your goal. You got to say that right now. So look at this as not a nightmare, but an opportunity. This is an opportunity to show your strength, your stamina, your desire, your hard work ethic. You will be able to reach this goal if you put in the work and the practice to make it happen. All right? Anyway, thank you very much, and all the best to your TOEFL IBT speaking success.